Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft Season 6 server. Hope you guys are all doing well. I'm doing fantastic. Today is episode 102 and I've got a great episode planned for you. But first, question of the day. So you're allowed to add some new food to Minecraft. With these foods comes special abilities. So say you have something with sugar, you would get speed boost or haste boost. What type of food do you add to the game and what type of effects does that food have? Let me know down in the comment section below. I'd really like to know what you guys think. I would add, like I had mentioned before, add-ons of different foods that we already have, and those effects would follow the effects of potions for what we have in the game already to kind of make the game more in depth. So anyways, I would love to know what you guys think. As always, if you guys enjoy this series and you want to see more, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Turn on those notifications for when the videos come out. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so to get started with today's episode, we're going to get into the diamond of the day right away because we've got a lot to take care of today. But first, while we do diamond of the day, I actually just want to ask you a few questions. So yesterday I was streaming and I got asked a few questions about videos going up on the channel. Now, have you guys been getting videos to your subscription feed, first off? Because I had some people say that they weren't, and Hermitcraft on my channel has been down about 10,000 views ever since, I want to say Sunday? Yeah, so like we were getting about 30,000 views a video, and then all of a sudden it just instantly dropped to 20. So I'm not really sure what's going on there, if it's just, you know, we're 100 episodes in and people are kind of finally getting burnt out of Hermitcraft, or you know, YouTube is kind of mega broken at the moment. Like, I had people telling me they had notifications on, like the little bell, and then they still weren't getting videos. So, you know, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here. So if you have any feedback on that, that would be very much appreciated. All right, man, we are, like, the diamonds that we have been getting lately, like, I feel like Fortune has been doing us wrong, right? So we got 64 and 43, which is 107 diamonds. So let's go ahead and pick out a name for the diamond of the day. All right, guys, so we have got our name picked out for the diamond of the day. We've actually got quite a lot to do today. We're going to be removing diamond diggers in our other shops that are dead. So congratulations, Mattia, for the suggestion yesterday on the water canals. It worked perfectly. So diamond of the day winner for today is Dwayne Thompson. Congratulations, Dwayne Thompson. Be sure to leave your diamonds in the your diamond guess in the description so that way you have a chance to win diamond of the day. So the two things we're going to be working on most at the very beginning of today's video are the shops. So I plan on, that scares me every single time. So I'm going to be removing the community shop and the iron shop because these are both not used at all. And I'm going to be using this space to build a new shop soon, so I'm going to claim the area for that. And then on top of that, we are going to be removing diamond diggers as well. So first off, I want to go ahead and check ore galore. There's somebody. I think that might have been Doc, maybe. Okay. Mainly just checking quartz. Okay, so there's no quartz gone. All right, so let's go ahead and head over to diamond diggers real fast and just see. Nice ship there. All right. So let's see what was removed from this altogether, because I don't think anybody else played it. I think I built it a little too soon, to be honest with you. Could have been. So let's remove all of the pumpkins here. So there's still some decent loot in here, and I actually added quite a bit of good loot towards the end of this thing. So it's going to be fun to see what's left, I think. I know there was a nether star, there was sponge, all kinds of diamonds. That one was even missing one. That's funny. I forgot to cover that back up when I put other loot in. Okay, get rid of all those. And then finally... Oh, my arm itches. Whew. That was an arm itching emergency, guys. Arm itching emergency. There we go. Cool, so we had a diamond block. And then nothing in that one. That was kind of more empty loot. Nether star. So sponge, name tag, axe, sword, 2 more name tags, and a dragon egg. Told you guys there was good loot in here. Diamond. It's in this one. So we had a diamond, emerald, boots, name tag, emerald. Told you guys I wasn't playing with the loot, man. Nobody believed me, though. Tisk, diamond, sapphire, heart of the sea. Grab you. And then finally, diamonds, topaz, wither skeleton skull. There we go. Fantastic. So we had quite a bit of good loot in there still that nobody had found. So here's the game plan, right? I'm going to leave the trees. I'll get rid of the cobblestone, or the cobwebs. Going to take care of all of the other little miscellaneous things. And I'm also going to clean up those other 2 shops. So I'll cut in just a minute so we can claim our area for our new shop soon. All right, guys. So I just got over to the mega build area and I want to start planning out the castle today. The first thing we need to do, though, is we need to figure out what type of castle we want to build. Now, that's a pretty like loaded question, if you ask me, because there's like there was a bunch of stuff that went into that one. There is a bunch of answers to that question, so we need to really dial in the specifics so we know what to start working on. So I've got a book and quill. Ooh, that was covered up for a reason. I've got a book and quill, and what we're going to do is we're going to start working on our idea for this castle. And so I've got a series of questions that I'm going to ask myself to sort of try and figure out what I want from this project. So let me empty all this out real fast. And I think this will go good for any project that you're working on as well in the future. Sorry, loud noise outside. Okay, so to get started, what is the project? That is our first question. The project that we are going to be building is a castle. Now, this castle is going to be sort of a grand castle. It's going to be really like royal. Now, what is this project used for? So what is the project used for? This is going to be used for the king and the queen of this area, the royal guard that protects the king and queen, and everything that comes with it. So that right there tells me a lot about what I need for different types of rooms and sizes and things like that. Now, besides these 2 questions right here, the next one's going to be, when we're building this, what do you need, or I should say, what are some requirements for this project? So what are some requirements for this project? Well, if we're going to have a king and queen, we're going to need sort of like the sitting room where the king and queen hang out, like almost like a throne room. We're going to need king and queen bedroom. We're going to need bathroom. We're going to need their study, basically their entire house inside the castle. So their study, the library, where they eat, the mess hall, things like that. But more importantly, we need to know what else is going to be in there. So we said we had mentioned the royal guard. So the royal guard is going to be the armor, or the army that kind of protects this this community. So we're going to need things like a mess hall for the army, because they won't eat with the king and queen. We'll need an armory. We'll need barracks. So this kind of gives me a huge outline of what I need to build. So rather than building a castle that has like thousands of rooms and stuff for a community in it, it's going to have very specific stuff. So now that I've kind of got the 3 questions filled out, this should kind of answer anything that you need. On the next page, I'm going to go ahead and start filling out as much detail and any ideas that I have for this project, and I'll come back to you. Okay, so I have been thinking about what I want to put into our castle. Now, these walls that you see here, these are the kingdom walls. This isn't the castle walls. So the castle will have its own set of walls as protection as well, because you want to guard the king as much as possible. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got. So I've got a king and queen. I've got the throne room is where they kind of hang out. The royal study. This is kind of a common type room where there'll be lots of books, maybe a library attached. And what I've done is I've just kind of outlined what I've wanted. That way, when I'm building this thing, or when I'm starting to lay it out, because I think we should make a floor plan first, we kind of have a good idea of what we want inside of this thing. So We have royal chambers. The royal chambers is where they sleep, do their business. Royal dining is kind of their eating room, which would be a separate room, smaller but more elegant. Then we go to the royal army, which inhabits the castle to protect the king and queen. They would have a barracks and a mess hall. They would also have, you know, outposts along the castle areas where they would hang out a lot. Then, excuse me, on top of all of that, the castle should have a chapel. If there's anything that I've learned about sort of like looking into how to build a castle, almost every single one had a chapel. So we're going to have a chapel in ours. We're also going to have, outside of the castle, we're going to have some horse stables and markets as sort of some extra features. So I think that's going to give us a pretty good idea of how we should start building this thing. And it's probably just going to be plopped down right over there somewhere inside of the mountains. So I'm pretty excited to get that done. Now, I'm going to spend a few hours after this video is over just kind of trying to come up with a preliminary plan. Now, this is where I kind of am actually good at this because it was my job before this, so I kind of know what I'm doing. But anyways, let's go ahead and move on. All right, guys, we are over at our dock area, and we're going to work on this a little bit right now. So if you remember correctly, we added an extra space there, and I want to try to add a little bit of detail into that right now. So I was thinking that it might be kind of cool to add like a little bit of like table and seat section on it. Let me grab some fences, which I just saw there in my inventory, and then we're gonna need some pressure plates. I'm gonna need to grab these fence trapdoors too. I could make wood ones, but that wouldn't be any fun. Here, let's fly back up to the top up here real fast because I need to get some stone. I was gonna use regular, but I feel as though if I use stone, it's gonna be a better contrast. So there. All right, cool. So sorry about my voice being super groggy too. I don't know what's going on, man. The weather has been crazy here. Yesterday it was like 75, and then today it's like 30 and raining. So it's like really playing havoc with me. I actually really like that, and it doesn't really stick out that far right there. Interesting. Okay, here, one more take on this. Instead of having so many here, instead of having 2, what if we just cut it down to 1? Oops, wrong block. So like right there, right there. That will make sure that it doesn't overhang too much on the outside. Oh, I didn't realize that was like that big. Okay, what if we do it like this instead? That could work better for what we want. I kind of like that a little bit better, actually. To be fair. I don't know. You guys decide, right? Should I do 1 or 2 of them there? For now, I'm going to put 2 of them back in there, but, you know, it's up to you. I don't really care either way. And then finally, for the little bit of extra detail here, I want to grab some trapdoors. And these are like sunshades. I don't know if I like that though. Nah, I was gonna use that idea, but I don't think I like that anymore. I was like, oh, that'll be a cool idea, a little feature to put in there. Nope, changed my mind. All right, now down to here. How many spaces do we have here? So we only have room for the 1 here. Yeah, so let's go ahead and put 1 of these in the middle. So right here. Okay, I actually really like these little table setups. It's kind of like makes your dock a little bit more fancy. Okay, anything down here I can get rid of? I was gonna put some in here. We could put a few in here. I don't think I'm gonna put any. Oh, maybe I should put a few on this side. That one will have to be a bigger one. So there, there. And then like little tables. I like them. They're so cool, man. This little setup fits pretty well in here, I think. So that. How does that look? Let me get rid of some of these pumpkins. That looks pretty cool, actually. I like that a lot. Awesome. Okay, so next up, You guys told me that you wanted me to put my shulker box collection underneath of the water, or not in the water, but in the like actual storage of our hut over here. Now we can totally do that because we do have those ladders in there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove this. This will just need to come down a few blocks. So like right there, so. Okay, and then let's fill this in with stone. Yeah, today is one of those episodes where you have nothing but like tiny errands to take care of that's have build up. And it's like that busy day in your life where you're constantly running that day. You're like, well, I gotta go to the store still and make sure that I don't die, and I'm joking, but seriously, it's one of those days, man. It is one of those days. So I'm thinking something like that. Who said hey to hey? I think they're saying hey to me, but I've been on the server for like at least 5 minutes. They got a little slow, but alright, let's get rid of the glass down there. I can't reach it from here. Get rid of all that. Just make our life a whole lot easier real fast. Same thing on this side. So you kind of get the idea. Because, and then I don't really want this to come out very far. I'm actually thinking probably right there will do. I literally just want to be able to come down the ladder, get my stuff, and leave. That's it. Just something like that right there. So you come down the ladder, stand right here, pick your stuff up, and leave. So let me go ahead and finish that up, and I'll be back. All right, guys, so I have gotten everything set up. So you just go down the ladder some more to a bottom chamber here. It's actually quite a bit of kelp in there already, so it worked out pretty well, I think. And then up here, you can kind of check on your fuel status and things like that. We've actually got quite a bit of kelp in here. Let's check out here real fast and see how far this goes back. Ooh, this it's pretty full. Wow, that's actually really full. All right. Anyways, so I think we're gonna go ahead and move on. All right, guys, we are over at our potion area. We're gonna try to set up some sort of bottle setup to where we can just dump all of our, bottles into that. So I think it's gonna be probably down here, right? Now the problem is that, I mean, I could use redstone for it, but it's much easier if everything is vertical. So we may have to make everything go down into a better piece of storage or something. But first, I just want to try to get this thing to work. So I have this shulker box here full of glass, so I can make glass bottles, redstone stuff. Let's go up here and grab a few things. I need a crafting table mainly. All right, so crafting table, and then let's grab some stone brick. There we go. Perfect. Nice. So down we go. So I'm thinking, let's put it like right here, like a 3x2. That should work pretty good. There we go. So let's get our water in there. There. I'm so freaking tired, guys. I don't know if you can notice or not, but I'm like literally falling asleep at my desk right now. But the show must go on, okay? So there we go. So take that. So if I stand here, I suppose I'm probably gonna have to, if I'm gonna do anything, it's definitely gonna have to be looking downwards, right? So we would have to look like right here. So let me grab some bottles. There we go. So if you guys don't know this already, you can just hold, or I guess the best way to do that would be to have something else in our inventory. Hold on. I want to switch all this out real fast. Yeah, the best way to do this is to have something in your inventory. Let's put this all right here. And then I'm going to put hoppers facing forward. There we go. So let's get those all out of my inventory. Now the problem is, yeah, I guess the items are going to float and the hoppers are going to get full. Well, I guess if the items float, we could probably take advantage of that. Interesting. Oh, I got a better idea. Okay. So instead of having hoppers down here, we're going to take advantage of the new mechanic in Minecraft. So put water down there. Then I'm going to have the water flow forward like that. There we go. Now, I suppose I will need hoppers there. What I'm thinking about doing is putting a stairway down like right here. I think that's pretty much the space I'm gonna need. Yeah, that should work pretty well. Let's go up from right there. Fantastic. So then let's get the hoppers in there. All right, so the hoppers are gonna sit right here and they're gonna face forward. Get these blocks in here real fast. There we go. All right. So from there, which I don't think I have any, I don't have to check and see if I have any wood. You know what I'm gonna do? Because I haven't used these storage chests yet, I'm just gonna rip these out of here for now, and then I will replace them later. Be gone with yourself, chests. So then, we'll have the hoppers come down, and I'm thinking like sideways storage or something like that. Give ourselves a little bit of room here. So we may have to put the ladder somewhere else. I think right here will work. Put it right here. And then we'll just give ourselves a little bit more room. I might have to scoot the ladder over to the next block, actually. So it's like right there. That works pretty much. Okay. There we go. So I really like that. Did I miss something over here? Oh, yeah, like that. There we go. Perfect. But we have to have this block removed so we can get through here. So just like that. All right, so there. And then there. And put these back in there. There we go. Okay, fantastic. Really like the way that this looks. Now, I don't have any ladders, so we'll have to fix that next time. Put this all back in here. So then let's go ahead and give it a quick test. It should work just fine, though. I just want to switch all these blocks over real fast while we're down here. Guys, I don't know what I should have for lunch. Or at this point, it's almost dinner. I'm so hungry. This is an important decision. I've got to get the tastiest noms on the planet. Okay, so why am I... Oh, I got rid of this block too. And then these are stone brick. There we go. Still a little cramped, but I mean, it's only for potions, so who cares? So get rid of all that. There we go. Yeah, I like that. That looks pretty good, actually. It's just a tiny little room. Got exactly what we need for it. All right, so let's go ahead and give this just one quick test. All right, upstairs we go. It's a little cramped, but that never hurt anybody. So standing right here, I'm going to... get all that out of my inventory. The game plan here is to just fill it up, everything besides one block. So the second we start, you know, should work pretty good. The only question is do we move back and forth? Now that should be going down into the hopper. Yeah. There we go. The only problem I could see this being is that it's gonna fill up the one chest too fast. But it looked like it works pretty good. Well, definitely a fast method for getting water bottles. Fantastic. So guys, I think that's probably gonna do it for this episode. If you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. This is iJevin. Peace out.